Live from Arkansas's breaking news leader, Fox 16 News starts now.
It's hard, and the sadness has just turned into so much anger at this point that I just don't understand how it's been so long and how we still don't know anything.
It's been nearly 8 years since UALR student Patricia Guardado disappeared in broad daylight. Her body was found days later in a pond. Good evening, everyone. I'm Donna Terrell.
I'm Kevin Kelly. The family's still searching for answers and closure. Our Haley Brooks sat down with the family and joins us live in the newsroom.
And Haley, I guess we're just wondering, are there any new developments in this case?
The case is still open, so investigators haven't released any new information to the family, but the Guardado family regularly visits the police department, making sure the case doesn't go cold.
It's been nearly 8 years since 21-year-old Patricia Guardado left for school and vanished.
Now, so many years passing, the sadness kind of turns into anger because it seems impossible that it's the perfect crime, because I know there isn't.
Patricia's younger sister, Gloria, was only a 6th grader at the time, but she remembers every detail from October 12, 2011.
We knew something was wrong because it's not like her. 8:30, she left to go to school. Her class was at 9 on October 12th. She just never came back.
When Patricia didn't come home for dinner, her family went searching for her and found her car parked near the UALR campus behind the Burger King.
We kind of looked inside. We saw everything was gone. Her backpack, her purse, her textbooks, everything. It was perfectly parked in the spot. It was just a normal day for her.
Her textbooks, purse, backpack, and keys were never found. But 4 days later, Patricia's body was found in a flooded quarry near Sweet Home.
She left, and it was really hard on all of us. We have hope. It's been 8 years. We still have hope. We're not planning on giving up anytime soon. We know someone saw something, someone knows something.
The family regularly visits the cemetery, bringing flowers, graduation tassels, and angels, hoping one day to have answers.
So we pray that just one day we'll finally have the closure that we all need.
At this time, no one has been charged in the death of Patricia, and the family is still offering a $10,000 reward for anyone with information that leads to an arrest. Back to you.
Pine Bluff police need your help tonight finding a suspect in connection to the city's 24th homicide. Police say a woman's body was found off East 2nd Avenue around 7:30 this morning. A sheriff's deputy made the discovery after seeing an unattended car at the Martha Mitchell overpass. Police have identified 43-year-old Daniel Jones as the suspect in this case. The victim's identity has not been released, not yet.
Little Rock police are looking for a missing woman. Larissa Chin has not been seen or heard from since Friday. Police say her last known location was at the hospital on the 9000 block of Baptist Health Drive. If you've seen her or know where she might be sure to call police.
Frustration continues to grow at the Big Country Chateau Apartments in Little Rock. Today, people stood outside the front office demanding the owner to address the gas problem that's been going on since September.
Fox 16's Rochelle Turner covering this story all week. She joins us live with the latest developments and what's the next step is to get things back to normal. Is the manager speaking at all yet, Rochelle?
Well, Donna, Kevin, good evening to you. The manager is not speaking just yet. This is our third time at the Big Country Chateau Apartments. We've been here all week long talking to people who've been without gas since September 16th. But today, some of those tenants and workers from Arkansas Renters United marched up to the front office holding signs like this, demanding change. The front door was locked and the blinds were closed. And when many people tried to call the number, it went straight to voicemail. Now today they stood outside the complex holding signs like this and using a megaphone to express their conditions at the Big Country Chateau Apartments. On top of having no gas at the complex, some people say they're also dealing with mold, bed bugs, and leaky pipes. Some people say they're not paying rent until they're compensated For the week they didn't have any gas. Arkansas does not have any laws for basic health and safety standards for renters and property owners, and many people say they're fed up.
We need to point the finger at who's blocking it. One of the largest lobbies, contributors to politicians, and say, no, it's time to change.
If we paying rent every month and the utilities are already paid, then it all need to be paid and it need to be taken care of.
Now, the property was recently purchased by a company in New York, and the management company is based out of Chicago. Now, in order for the gas to be turned on at the apartment complex, the property owners are going to have to bring those gas lines up to code and pass an inspection with the city before all that could happen. And many people today told me they're not giving up, and they're going to continue to fight until this gas is turned back on. And they say even if they have to, they're going to protest at City Hall. For now, reporting in Little Rock, I'm Rochelle Turner, Fox 16 News.
Authorities in Connecticut have released the names of the people who died in Wednesday's vintage B-17 plane crash. You can see those names of the people there on your screen. 7 died when the 1944 World War II era aircraft crashed at the end of the runway at Bradley International Airport. The plane was there for the Wings of Freedom tour. A total of 13 people were on board, 10 passengers and 3 crew members. Officials say 2 airport employees and a firefighter responding to the scene were also injured.
A Fox 16 safety alert. A car crash caught on camera in Sherwood ends with 2 men being arrested. One of them held at gunpoint until police arrived. Cameras outside the U-Haul on Warden Road show 2 cars spilling off Highway 67-167 and landing in the U-Haul parking lot. There's the accident. Look at that car just flipping over and over. Moments later, a bystander is shown holding 1 man at gunpoint. The bystander says the man on the ground was a passenger in the white truck who ended up getting arrested along with the driver. Police say stolen credit cards, a half-empty bottle of whiskey, and a white powdery substance was found inside that truck. Officials say both the driver and passenger appeared to be under the influence of something.
The manner in which they were driving down the road was very irrational. It was very deliberate. I didn't plan on drawing my weapon, but I knew it was a dangerous scene given all the damage and the actions that was going on with this vehicle.
The driver and passenger of the white truck were arrested on multiple felony charges. It appears other people involved in the crash were okay. No serious injuries were listed in the police report.
Well, children in Little Rock now have 4 new safe places to play in the city. $500,000 went toward the playground projects, which opened to kids today.
Playgrounds at Canis Park, Hanger Hill, Ottenheimer, and Reservoir Park, with the assistance of the Arkansas Department of Parks and Tourism matching grant. The department provided $250,000 grant, and the city matched those funds to create a $500,000 project.
Nice. The Little Rock Zoo staff even joined the party at Canis Park and brought out exotic creatures like a hairy spider, a friendly snake, and a tiny screech owl. That's it right there. Check it all out. You can see the excitement and how it happened there today. Go to fox16.com and you can get the whole story.
Of the 3, I like the screech owl.
Yeah,
I have to go with the screech owl.
Not so big on the hairy spider.
No, tarantula just doesn't cut it there.
No.